for you guys. I'm gonna be rebuilding the ACURAS pedal position sensor. So basically what this does is that when you press on the gas, this sends a signal to the drive-by wire, pulls this, and basically what it does is it sends a signal to the throttle body to let the throttle body know that you're pressing on the gas to open the throttle body valve in order to suck air into the engine, in order for the car to move. There's also another unit that's on back of the throttle body that also that picks up the signal from this to that. That's on the back of the throttle body. It's like a big square box. I'm going to show you guys in another video, but for now I'm just focusing on rebuilding the ACURAS pedal position sensor, because a lot of people, what happens is that a lot of people, they replace the whole unit when you can actually just replace the actual sensor. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I already started the process of taking this off, and just to get a insight of what I'm supposed to do exactly when you get it. So basically what I did was I used a Dremel with a cutting wheel, and I used that to cut the screw here. As you can see, because the screw doesn't have a bit that sits into it, it's just like a regular screw. So what I did was I used the Dremel to cut like a little notch in the screw so I can fit a flathead in it. To unscrew the bolt like so. So now that the bolt's unscrewed, this comes right out. There's gonna be another screw here. You can do the same thing with the Dremel, just cut a deep slit into the screw and then unscrew it. With mine, it broke off. So what I had to do was, I actually used a pair of vice grips, and the screw broke off. I just used the vice grips to grab it and then twist it out, unscrew it out with the vice grips. If you can't do that, then, you know, that's how you do it. Okay, so then now what you do is you take, since the two screws are off, you take the sensor off. This is the old sensor. Okay, this is the new sensor. I'll put a link in the description on the bottom of the video where you guys can pick it up. This is for 04 to 08 TLs, and it's for 04 to 08 Acura TSXs also. So this is the cheaper fix. This one's about $15 to $20 on Amazon. Like I said, I'll put the link down in the description of the video. This is the gasket itself. You need to keep this gasket on. Now what this does is that this has to line up with this notch. So this notch here is going to go in here. So that's what I'm going to do, line this up so this sits inside. So make sure that there's no openings here, that the gasket is good. Okay, so then what you do is it'll come with two screws. These are screws that you could just connect yourself. Just pop these two screws in. So I'm going to screw these two screws in and catch back the video for you guys real quick. Okay, so now what I did was, you have the screws inside here. What I did was, the old one, I kind of marked where it was centered on the old one. Kind of marked it on the side here. But the easier way of just adjusting it is, like I said, you put it back on the car like so, but you put the screws in loose. So when you have the screws in, just screw them in enough just so it bottoms out, but you could still turn it to adjust it. So you need to, so what I did was I kind of just took a picture of what mine looked like before to try to get it as close as possible to the picture that I had before. And then what I'm going to do is connect it to the car and adjust it by hand a little till I get to the exact position that it was in before. Then plug back in the connector, take it for a little test drive, and then see how it reacts to see if it throws a check engine light or anything like that. If so, then you just got to adjust it a little bit more. But I'm going to show you guys, I was just showing you guys how to rebuild it. in the next video that I'm going to have coming out. I'm just releasing this one to show you guys can rebuild the pedal position sensor. When you put it back on the car, like I said, you just adjust it like so. With it plugged in, you adjust it till you get the idle just right. Try to get it as close to the position as you had it from before. That's the easier way to do it. Like I said, just mark it here where the screw lines up in the middle, the center, on the side here before you take it off, and then like line it up exactly how you had it before with that, and you should have really good luck setting it up that way, because that's the easy way. The other way, like I said, is just, you know, putting it in the car and adjusting it, but you have to know how to adjust it. You have to know exactly the position and exactly where the idle is sitting to get it just right. Should idle just about 700. And that's about it. Put everything back together, and once you get the exact adjustment, then you just tighten down these 2 screws and then put everything back and call it a day. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Peace. Hope you guys found this helpful.